Greetings and good day, YouTube and Twitch highlight watchers. How are you doing today? I myself am pretty excited to continue where we last left off in Grand Theft Auto 5, where that is actually doing more of the story today. We basically did like some heist prep stuff tomorrow. Oh shit, our phone's off. I must have did that yesterday when I was just feeling like talking about the Grand Theft Auto release. How do we do that? But yeah, yesterday I just felt like talking about how I was hyped for Grand Theft Auto 6 and like them coming out with the official announcement probably is only because of how crazy people were getting about Grand Theft Auto 6, right? They were probably like, "Hey, we need to tell them the game's gonna be like we're gonna have a trailer early December." Because they're frothing at the mouth. Like, they're going wild. We need to give them something before they, need some straitjackets.
Hey, how are ya?
Is this what I think it is?
Oh, hey!
Ah, fuck it, we'll do it.
Come here. You know what? If you thought it was incredible getting a shot of that aging trout the other day, you just wait till we get a picture of Poppy Mitchell getting in a dirt box, man.
Beverly, good to see you.
No, seriously, dude. Dude, it is a backdoor bonanza where that bitch is concerned. Ah!
America's newest sweetheart? Man, she likes cotton candy and puffy.
Yeah, and getting in the bunghole. Wow. No, seriously, dude. One shot of that dirty little slut monkey, and we're in the money, homie. We're in the money.
And who says America is going to hell?
Well, not me.
What I love is he walks away like he's not doing the mission.
This is a covert op. We need to blend in, ninja style. Follow my lead. Confident but forgettable. From here on out, we're ghosts.
Yeah.
And then
me and you, we ain't gonna stand out.
does it anyways.
Shh. You blow our cover.
Cover?
This should be fucking interesting.
What cover? They actually do a good job of...
Hear someone. Stay close and play it cool.
Well,
What do you want me to do? I'm at work.
not really a murder spree.
It's not that hard.
Not really a murder spree yet.
I don't care if it smells like number 2. He's your grandpa. That's what family do. Listen, I gotta go. Love you. Do your homework, okay?
Hey Maria, how it going?
You know, another day, another minimum wage.
You see the state of Bungalow 3?
Come on.
The Six of Hearts is your card. I need to get a new deck of cards at some point. I've been procrastinating, but I think I'm going to order some from Amazon when my next Twitch check comes in. I'll order a couple things from Amazon, like a deck of cards and
She knows me, dude.
whatever else. So yeah, this is the scene that I was talking about earlier, not feeling like doing. I still don't feel like doing it because it's kind of like needlessly long how it goes for, right? And they want you to zoom in like so. And this feels a little ridiculous, right? I'm going to stare at the camera the entire time. Whether or not that makes it more or less awkward, I neither care nor know. But I feel like doing this anyways because I think this is going to be hilarious. It was good timing. Yeah, you're right about it. They were like, hey, it's coming out. Settle the fuck down. I really do think they're going to do the release trailer, like the trailer, during the Video Game Awards, because early December. 1 to 10 for early, 11 to 20 for mid, and 21 to 30 for late. So, I mean, you gotta get prepared to take the money shot, right? Because that's what Beverly wants. Beverly wants the money shot. However, we interrupt that.
Oh, shit. Security. Abort. Abort. This way. Come on. Go, go, go.
Get them, Justin. Don't be a pussy.
Get in. Get in. They're still coming after us. Well, don't just sit there.
Oh,
Dumbass,
shit! I'll actually be able to keep track of this, I bet.
The sweetheart is one angry ass bitch.
Yeah, I know. She's terrifying. It's perfect. I'll try to lose them.
I was working on my quads, you idiot.
That's a hell of a way to work on your
This
quads.
is your chance to get a good shot of her.
Man, you not the one hanging out this fucking trunk.
This is probably the most green you'll ever see in one of these.
Man, it's gonna get worse before it get better. Whoa, whoa! What the hell, man?
I mean, and it doesn't matter how old you are. You can be as childish as you want with certain things, right? Like, I will say it's more of a mentality type thing, and there are certain things that I know I'm still quote unquote childish about that I find humorous, right? The thing is, you were found having anal sex, and your first response is to try and run down the people. That's way worse than, like, it's not that big of a deal. Go after the paparazzi dude who's doing this, because that's got to be breaking and entering, like, private property shit, all kinds of shit you can get Beverly for. But instead, you're gonna do this shit. Yeah, she doesn't want the world to know that
I will fucking destroy you.
she's not
Everyone who knows
truthful about who she is as a person, right?
Screw this! I'm going through the construction site.
Because if there's one thing that fucks with, you know, a liar,
Man,
it's the
shit.
truth.
I hope this didn't just turn into a snuff movie.
Whatever. She's fine. We'll wipe the audio. Oh, I can just see the headlines now. Poppy Mitchell crashes car on drug-fueled sex rampage.
And this dude's an asshole. It's like, she should not have been chasing Beverly, but the fact that she does is because Beverly doing what Beverly does. Also, Franklin for joining Beverly.
Become rich beyond your wildest dreams while performing a vital public service.
This isn't a public service.
But then again, you're not an idiot.
No,
Yeah, I am a fucking idiot. Yeah. Anyway. Oh yeah, that's right. We were supposed to go inside the swimming pool in order to get 100% for that one.
Oh, shit.
Man, sorry about
Yeah, you don't get to call the cops, dude. I saw you on the phone, dumbass. Who do you think you are, getting to call the cops on me? How dare you? How dare you dare to call the 5-0 on Moa? But yeah, I was like asking questions about what people thought would be in the game, what they would want to see in the game when it comes out, stuff like that, right? Also, because of the official announcement, of course, you're gonna have the leaks come out again. What's so funny to me is when the leaks first came out, you had so many people talking about how crappy and incomplete the game looked, and it's like, it is literally an incomplete project, you dumb fucks. Of course it looks incomplete. It is. But what made me happy about that is the fact that, like, Santa Monica released some early footage of God of War, and a couple of other game companies came to their defense to be like, hey, whoa, 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 now wait a minute. Wait just a fucking minute. When you're initially making a game, it does not look good. Same. Like, I don't care when we get the trailer, but now that I know we get the trailer early December, I'm hyped up for it. Like, I can't help but be hyped up for it. And I was also explaining why I see more hype for something like Grand Theft Auto over the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, when I can easily say that Metal Gear Solid's my favorite franchise of all time. God of War and Grand Theft Auto are also up on the list. I don't know where they would be in the position exactly. Maybe I'll make a tier list at one point of what games are my favorite, and like how they do the tier list shit. Maybe I'll do that at some point of all the video games that I've ever played that I remember. Anyway, the reason being is because Metal Gear Solid Delta is a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. Yeah, of course they're gonna alter some of the story elements, but there's not really much they can change in order to, you know, invoke the same emotions that they've invoked, for one thing. For another thing, they're not going to release any new Metal Gear games for a while. All they're going to be doing, and all they might do, is just go through the series and do remakes. That might be the safest bet, because if they try and come out with a new Metal Gear, they have to be real fucking careful in what they try to do. The only way I could possibly see them releasing a new Metal Gear game is if they go through they go through the list of games, they remake like Metal Gear Solid 3, Peace Walker, so on and so forth, and instead of like remaking Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain, they like actually complete Phantom Pain in a different with a slightly different story, I guess. Maybe. But more than likely what they're gonna do is they're just gonna remake all the games in the franchise and release them. And that would be probably good enough. But if they do want to continue the franchise, they will after they get done remaking the games. What am I doing? I was going over here. Strangers and Freaks. I don't know why I had to go over here to do this, but I'm doing it. Oh, also, for me, this is a bet. I made a bet too. I made a bet yesterday. I remember that. The bet was when Grand Theft Auto 6 is revealed, and if they have like they open up with officially like showing fishing in the game, I'll probably freak out a little bit, for one thing. For another, the bet is that I'll do another 30-hour stream after I unlock all the abilities and all the gear, and I have the best gear you can have and everything, like to make sure I could possibly fish anywhere you can fish without there being any secrets to unlock or anything like that. I'll even look some shit up too to make sure. I will do a 30-hour stream where I go around to different fishing spots and just fish in Grand Theft Auto, right? And the bet is like, which I've done a 30-hour stream before. So it's one of those things where more than likely, like 90% chance this is gonna happen. The bet is, if I don't do it, I'll gift a number of subs to the channel. If I do it, whatever you feel like, be it a bit or a subscription or whatever. You know, that's the bet. I'm gonna have to step away just before I start the mission for... Oh, I know what this Strangers and Freaks one is. This is the one to get you to start going for alien parts, right? I've never done any of this before. I've never, like, actually gone out... if I do it, I'll have to look up a walkthrough, though. That's the thing that I don't know if I wanted. I've done it before, but anytime I do walkthrough stuff, I'm always distracted and very delayed with chat, right? After this, I'll switch. Like after I do this, I'll actually switch to a different person. Actually, I've seen this cutscene before. I don't know how long it is. I don't think it's as long as me stepping away. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna initiate the cutscene, then I'm gonna step away. This vehicle sucks on this dirt road. Run them ads instead. You know, that is a good idea. I am gonna step away for a minute, and since, like Redneck said, run them ads instead, I'm gonna do it. As soon as it'll load up for me and let me... Wait. Whoa. Why didn't it start? I hit start on it. I hit start on the fucking thing and it didn't go. Oh, you motherfucker. Alright. We'll just leave it be. It'll be fine. It'll match up because I step away like I do. I'm annoyed. I'm very annoyed by the fact that that timer wasn't going for what? 20 minutes, maybe? Shit. It's fine. It's fine. It is really fine. Truly. Alright, be back momentarily. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. But yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. I'll actually be here and be able to like make comments as they occur and stuff like that. Outside of talking about the Grand Theft Auto 6 official announcement, I also talked about them passing to the vote. The people of Ohio passed issues 1 and 2.
Stop! What's the problem, home? Wait.
Anyways, they passed issue 1 and 2, which was respectively the vote to solidify abortion rights into the Ohio's Constitution and legalize legalize recreational marijuana. Right? I talked a little bit about that. I won't get into detail of the more, insane shit that's been going on since it passed. Right? Because, well, I don't give a fuck about talking about political shit. I just don't like it because people get too heated for it. And, like, at the end of the day, do your own carbon-based life form. Do your own research about shit, for one thing, and for another, think about what people are saying that you're listening to. Not just hear what they say and blindly go, yeah, no, I agree. Be like, what does that mean? Analyze what is being said. I like doing that with lyrics, right?
In a terrible confusion.
Like,
they were laughing and screaming and crying all at once. Some said,
there was a song I looked up not too long ago that had lyrics, and it's like, what does it mean when you say this sentence in the context you say it in, right?
And out of the 6 billion people on this planet, we have chosen you for no good reason. And just then they were about to abduct me and do experiments on me when their ship crashed.
Man, you done lost your motherfucking mind.
And now I've got to find the pieces.
Man, bullshit.
Look. See this? If you see some, let me know.
Yeah, okay, I will, man.
I mean, I'll go on a I don't know if I want to 100%. I've never 100% this game. I've had no desire to 100% like truly any Grand Theft Auto game.
What a freak.
But I do know quite a bit about this game because the shit that I've never really desired to go for myself, I've always looked up. Like, I looked up the parts of the letter that you can get and use that to solve the murder. I've looked up what happens when you get all the pieces of the UFO and stuff like that. But I have no desire to do it myself because in my mind it feels almost like this is weird. I'm not really that much of a... Only certain games will make me a completionist. XCOM's one of those types of games. But it was more for like the trophies when I was playing on PS4. But for something like this, it kind of feels like a bit needless to take the time to go through and get all these pieces that are set around the map, which I would have to literally look up to do, right?
Self-defense, you hear me?
Ah! Damn it, Trevor! I guess we're listening to the Blue Ark today.
It's his word against mine. Only his power of speech probably went when his tongue came out of his throat hole.
So it seems like Trevor just slit someone's throat. And that's the other thing that I dislike about, like, the leaks as well for Grand Theft Auto 6. It'll help you speculate, right? Like, ooh, what's going to be in the game? But at the end of the day, you have no fucking idea what's actually going to be in there. They could have plans that they get rid of or change, and some of the plans that they get rid of and change could be for good reason. Get the fuck off my ass! Like, really? Oh, hey, body armor.
Did you not fucking see me?
Wait, did he say Los Angeles police? He said Los Angeles. I think one of the police officer dudes fucked up on their voice lines. It could have been Los Santos police, but it sounded like Los Angeles. Oh, for fuck's sake, you spawned it right in front of me, you cocksuckers! Fuck! That's so annoying! The worst part is, it's just a little bit fucking better than Grand Theft Auto 4's spawning was. And this motherfucker's on my ass! Oh, get the fuck out of the way, dumbasses! Oh, this is the dude that we helped out earlier, right? Let me guess.
Let's fucking go already.
We got back the bike, and he gave us $100,000 in Animal Arc. We could sell that immediately to get $100,000 for Trevor.
Christ.
Yeah, I'm stealing your fucking car. And you know what? Because the last dude I stole the car of fucked up. Bitch. So now he can't call the cops on me. But I can drive right in front of a police station. Things that they need to not do. Police officers spawning in front of you. Cars purposefully running into you. They need to get rid of that shit, because they, for whatever fucking reason, have purposely programmed cars to run into you. You need to not have that fucking happen. Ever. Like, what is the purpose of having that occur? Other than to just be an annoying cocksucker. But yeah, with the leaks, there's a lot of speculation you could do, like, oh, is this going to be in the game? Is that going to be in the game? Is this, and that? And you can also kind of speculate based off of who they've hired recently, or what have you, or recently in quotation marks. I don't remember when exactly they hired them. But when you bring on the people that are behind, like, the most popular RP servers on both Red Dead Redemption 2 and Grand Theft Auto 5, you can assume that some of the shit you see in those RP servers is going to transfer over to possibly the base game of Grand Theft Auto 6, right? You can make that assumption.
Wait, Floyd! Hey, you guys, I'm expecting company. I want this place clean. Wade, you tidy. Floyd, massage.
No, I really
Do
don't.
you want me to get my dick out again?
No, 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 no.
Does anyone want that?
No, no. You're right. You're right.
Hey, bro, what's up?
Oh, hey, bro, you're late. 9 years fucking late. You know, you're so late, in fact, that you have no right to call me bro. Is that clear?
Shut the fuck up. You're like a broken fucking record.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're like a shit. Exactly like a shit. Where's the assistant?
On his way.
Kid idolized this. The creeps.
Yo!
Yo, Frankie, we were just talking about you. Ah, nattering. You know how it is.
Yeah, whatever, man. So what we doing here?
We're working, amigo. Taking a score. Yeah, done most of the planning, and I think we're gonna literally make out like bandits on this.
Did you talk to Lester?
Yeah, I called him. Apparently he's in the hospital having his vagina cleaned or some shit.
He's got a wasting disease.
20% saved.
No, that's not how we work.
Well, you'll forgive me, but that's how we're gonna work this time, all right? We're doing it my way, because as I recall the last time when we did it your way, we all got shot at, you got buried, resurrected, turned into a twat, and Brad ended up in a fucking prison!
Yeah, and Lester told us not to do that job, but we did it anyway.
And Lester seems pretty good, man.
Would you shut the fuck up, all right? And you, Michael, owe me, all right? So this time, we do things my way.
Yeah, and what about after this?
After this, we think about things.
So what's the plan?
Easy. We are sinking a freighter into Los Santos Harbor, all right? Now, Daddy's little helper, you're gonna be on the bridge, all right? You're the lookout. And you're boarding the freighter and planting charges. Me, I'm running the deep water salvage operation with a little help from my friends. You, fat man, of course, well, you're not one of those friends.
Which part is easy, though?
Oh, for fuck's... Where'd you get the pussy, Mikey?
Man, fuck you!
Ah, better! I like that. Fuck you. Good. Good. All right, now let's go make some money, ladies, huh?
Brilliant. Don't be a dick.
Oh, your wish is my commando, master. Let's go, Junior. Hey, Wade, get Michael a wetsuit, all right? Take him to the boat. Oh. Stop dragging your heels, kid. We need some transport.
I almost think that this feels like there are certain heists that are canonical. Where the fuck is...
Man, are we going?
Yeah, we are. I need to get a vehicle. Because Michael gets a wetsuit here, and later there's a mission or two where Michael has to use a wetsuit. I'm trying to think of, like, what missions occur in the order that they occur in.
I'm dropping you on the Port City side of the Miriam Turner overpass, alright? Almost forgot. Here's the rifle with a thermal scope.
Almost
Hey, greetings, a good day, Insane Baboon. How are you doing today?
Well-organized job, planned out.
This is a fine
Yeah.
automobile.
Yeah?
Planned out with Lester's weird eye for detail.
I got an eye for details, kid. Little details like your brick of blow being drywall.
Okay, man, I'm grateful for that, dog, but buying cocaine is a whole different thing from sinking a container ship into a harbor.
Not really, kid.
Cool, cool, cool. I'm doing pretty well as well, Insane Baboon, considering, you know,
So, what's the thing, man?
I don't know.
the vote to,
But I know it's important. You heard me?
legalize recreational passed
Merryweather
in Ohio, so that's
the
doing pretty good there.
government uses to fight
I thought you'd
its wars
appreciate that, considering, you know.
shady interests all over the planet.
They're the army?
They're like
Alright.
the army.
I'm gonna have to
Only
step
they're
away here.
foreign, so they cost more. Anyway, they've just been cleared to take government contracts on U.S. soil. And what's one of the first on the list?
This container at the port?
Exactamundo! So it's gotta be valuable, right? Anyway, it doesn't matter, because your job is not to understand, it's to shoot at people who try to stop us. We'll stop the car in the median here. Get out, find your spot on the side of the bridge. and
This
go.
car does not have good brakes.
All right, man, whatever.
I know, right? Alright, be right back. Alright then. I mean, happens sometimes where one place's policies will affect
Hey,
another.
dog, I'm in position. Let me know when you're ready.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure a time thing happens.
All right, F, I'm in position. Damn, that's a long way up. So make sure I don't run into any trouble when I get there. Fucking Trevor.
All right, I got you, homie.
Hey, yo, there's two guards. These are bad dudes, right? From what I read about them, yeah. They ain't no peace workers.
It's clear, man. Climb aboard.
Things I do for old friends.
I got 4 bombs to plant, kid. Look out for me while I do it.
They guarding that ship in numbers, man. First bomb, ready to go. I'm moving up to position 2. Hey, do this quick, man. I don't know how much backup they got below deck. I can do it quick or I can do it right, okay? Guard at the top of the gangway. He's mine.
Where? Oh. Ooh.
He's down. Hey, you got a clear path. Plant the bomb. Second charge set. 2 to go. Hey, if this is Trevor's thing, why ain't he doing any of the wet work? Cuz he's screwing around in a submarine. I don't know how we got roped into this shit. Looks clear. Rig the bomb.
I love how the bomb are just the basic sticky bombs. Sticky bomb! Where?
Go in.
Where?
Go in. You meant to set a bomb around here, ain't you?
Hey, 3rd bomb's in place. Last one needs to go inside the ship.
Come to the south side. I'll clear the entrance for you. You can get inside and level up.
Here's the door. Going in.
Get back to where I can see you soon as you can.
this switches
I'm
back
not gonna screw
to
around in here, all right?
Franklin, right?
Tell me when you
Yeah.
planted it. Oh, shit. The alarm's gone, man. You okay? Are you okay, man? You gotta go. Bunch of guys in Port City. They caught me on the bridge, man. I'll clear as many as I can from the front of the ship. Oh, shit. I'm planting the charge. Okay, do it and get out of here.
So there's this one series I watched about this game a while back, and it was a one-hit KO, where if the individual got hit once, they would just die.
Shit, what's that?
This mission
There's a tank
was one of the missions that gave the individual who did it a lot of fucking trouble.
getting worked up ain't gonna help. Just take it out. Second time I've been out with you, Trevor, and the second time I had one of these crazy choppers coming for me. I'm down that chopper. Yeah, I knew you could do it. Hey, you got some space outside the shit. All right, I'm coming out on the top floor. Once I'm clear of the ship, detonate. Go, man, I got you. I'm going down these stairs. Guy follow me out of the cabin. Ah, another one.
No?
I'm covering you. Keep moving. Stern of the ship. More guys. It's clear. Here I go. I'm making a run for the north side. Arr! Shit, I'm clear. You can blow the charges. That's on your cell, man.
Get away from the ship! They going up!
You know what would have been more impressive? If we stole the whole fucking tanker.
Back in that stinking water. I'm in the drink, T. Where you at?
Not far out. So you better find this thing quick. The scanner and dive gear will be reading its signal.
Okay. What sort of signals it giving off?
The kind that gets crazier the closer you get. Find it. I'll come in and pick it up.
Weird seeing this shit like this.
Come on. Give me another minute or so.
Ah.
Jesus Christ, you move slow when no one's shooting at you.
I got it.
He's in the fucking suit still. That's great. That's great.
Okay, incoming.
Hey, what is this thing? It looks kind of sinister.
If we knew what it was, it wouldn't be top secret or very valuable, would it?
It ain't doing anything to the water, is it? I'm swimming around in this.
Well, it could give you powers, turn you into impotent rage. Nah, just take a shower after, you'll be fine.
How did I let myself get talked into this? So, you might dodge out here.
Yeah, you're done. Team's meeting at Pier 400 for a debrief. Beers are on me.
I'll stay for one.
That's what you always say.
Yeah, well, I mean it now.
Floyd, come in. I got the package. Are you at the dock?
Sir, yeah, I'm here. I heard gunshots and explosions.
Keep it together. I'll be there soon.
Weird because we're actually losing height if we don't consistently hold shift or at least tap it.
Get ready to lift me out, Floyd. Nearly there.
This still aggravates me. Oh, no. Yeah, it's all unrealistic when you break it down. The fact that what happens next happens is absolute bullshit. Considering what we end up doing in the future is just as ridiculous as this if you really think about it, right? This pisses me off. Because...
Say whatever you want about Trevor, but shit, he got it done.
Yep, let's hope so.
Hey, is that Lester? What? Hey, man, what the fuck you doing here?
You should be in bed.
Yes, I should be. I would be if certain known associates weren't busy making themselves enemies of the state. You know, the FIB, Merryweather, IAA. You can fuck with them all day long. But when you try and steal an experimental super weapon and sell it to the Chinese, you and everyone you ever knew is gonna be fucked in the ass, you fucking chumps!
Hold on, man. A super weapon? The Chinese? What?
What you think is in there?
I thought he talked to you.
All right, man. So what now?
why do you think I'm here?
I can organize to have it taken back and found amongst the wreckage.
Whoa! Holy fuck, Lester Crest! Holding on and looking good, huh?
Do you have any idea what you did here?
Yeah? I pulled a score. What are you, jealous because you didn't get your 20%?
that thing doesn't go back, then we will all end up on every watch list in the entire planet.
Watch list? So fucking what?
So they don't watch, they kill. Idiot, we'll all be dead within a week. Think! All right, listen. Take the truck, take a guy, do what you gotta do.
Trevor?
All loaded up. Trevor?
Great. Then you and the patient can take it all back.
Right fucking now!
So you mean to tell me this shit was all for nothing? Man, it's the hood all over again. Fuck.
Come on, Franklin.
You owe me, Michael. I am owed. What you gonna do, huh?
I'll think of something. I gotta get Franklin some work too. I'll take this.
Yeah. Lots of mouths to feed, amigo.
Tell me about it.
So, the only difference is in this one, he doesn't bash his head against anything. He seems to take it a little bit better, right? We missed a couple headshots. See, now, the reason I am so upset about this, they try and make it make sense about the watch list shit, right? But compared to all the other shit that you do in this game, it is just as fucking bad, where you should also end up on the same watch list no matter fucking what. But it all works out at the end of the day, right? Now, I did this on purpose. I did this mission first on purpose because... do we see anything if we switch to Michael?
What a fucking loon. Classic.
Fuck you. Well, Wade has some sort of mental thing going on, right? Like, he's not...
Man, I'm drunk. But
what you would
I ain't getting
classify
drunk.
as normal in quotation marks, right? I'm not what you would classify as normal either. There's a lot of people that you wouldn't classify as normal in this channel right now. However, if you were to look at Michael and Franklin, they would be the closest in this group that you would get to normal. Even Trevor would be more like normal than what Wade is, because Wade has some sort of mental thing going on. Yeah, normals. When I say like the normal in quotation marks, it means like there's something mentally wrong, like legitimately mentally wrong with them, right? Now, this is a perfect opportunity to go and do this next heist, and the reason I'm doing it in this order is because after this heist, we'll collect the grass that we need to collect. But after we, or during the performance of this mission, I'm gonna go over why it's such bullshit that we don't get the 20 million split 3-4 ways or whatever it is, right? We should all have gotten another $3 million or something. Not 3 million. What the, I can't do math right now. 5. It would probably be 5 million for everybody else, and the crew would get another 5 million or some shit like that. That's how this game would do it. It would probably be different, but just stick with me for a few moments while I go over this. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying about the naivete. Yeah, there is that. There's a reason that they have that. They have, like, the mentality of a, like, 12, 13, 14-year-old, because they're like, can we stop for ice cream and stuff like that? Like, I heard lots of loud noises and screaming, but not the good type, right? There's naive, and then there's, like, childlike naivete. You know what I mean? That's why I say there's something, like, legitimately mentally wrong. There's nothing truly wrong with Wade, but the point I am trying to make is look at it from the perspective of who they are and what they've been through for their lives. Like, you don't know what Floyd has been through. All you know is he's been through the shit he's been through, and he doesn't want to lose what he's got. And what he's got is a woman that he loves and a job that he loves. And in comes Trevor, fucking that all up potentially, right?
Hey,
What's cracking? What T at?
right there.
So we really finna do this shit? We finna risk our lives to rob some motherfucking
Now, mind you,
government killers again?
you could say this makes sense because we're doing this for the FIB, so they could cover for us.
Hey, Trevor. I want you in this
But we're
position.
also doing this against the IAA, which is another government agency.
I'm gonna be right here.
So,
Garbage truck blocking
you
the
see
road.
why I get so aggravated about the mission that the heist that we just did?
Hope is they pull right up in front of you. When
Think
they
about
do,
what we're gonna do too,
come
by
at
the
'em
way.
hard. Bam.
Shit, here's hoping.
Yeah, after the hit, we blast open the doors, grab up all the cash, bonds, whatever it is. I take it to Haynes guy.
It's all a little hopeful, homie.
As long as I am not on the ground when the shit goes down.
Okay? When the shit goes down, we'll handle it. You stay up here on your post, eyes peeled.
Yeah.
Okay? We'll take the risk. Sound cool?
Shit, you the professional, dog.
And at least we're not wearing clown outfits. There's a plus.
Right. The masks.
What?
Let's see what we got here. Huh?
Real professional.
Let's do this. Let's go. Let's go.
I also love the idea of like identifiable marks. I've given every character tattoos, or they have tattoos that can be identifiable. Right? So like, you want to talk about things that don't make sense. It doesn't make sense that these characters do even half of what they actually do and get away with it at all. Outside of like taking damage and shit like that, if you were to break it down and try to make it as realistic as possible, none of it would make sense based off of what happens. Even if we are working directly for the FIB, it's one of those things of why. Why couldn't we take that super weapon and sell it? Why not? It's a fucking video game. Let me get $5 million. Like, the problem is, they don't give us enough money to do anything with it early on, and by the time we get the money we can spend, it's pointless because we already beat the game. A lot of people that play games like this casually will only do certain things until they beat the main story, and after that, they don't play it at that point. And I'm saying this because this is how I casually play games for the most part. Sometimes I'll spend more time and effort in the game if I really enjoy it, or I'll replay it. But notice, every time I've replayed a game, I've barely, if ever, done a lot of outside content outside of the main story. You know what I mean?
I'm stopped. You're on.
And that has to do a lot of because of when I beat the game and the story's over, it feels weird to continue going through, like, I beat the game, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'll casually go through and do whatever, like I'll do the online and stuff like that in the future for sure now, but... Okay, so this is an IAA armored car, right? We just hit it.
We got contact. All right, make it happen. Plant the sticky bomb. Okay, okay. Back away from the bomb, F. Everyone out, let's go. On the ground now. Move it. My fucking ears.
I saw that, man. Ice cold.
No loose ends.
Hear all them sirens, dog?
Looks like they hit their panic button after LSPD incoming.
F, you're covered by those barriers there. I'll be up here. Shit, we ain't gonna clear the area. All right, we hold the cops. Make a play when we see a window.
Hey, this gonna be a nasty motherfucker, man.
Damn.
I got your back. Just let me know.
I'm up here watching over you boys. Well, one of you more than
to the left there. More cops on the way.
If those cops... Get up the alley. You're overrun.
Oh, not what I wanted to do.
Hey, Samurai, put these cops down and we move on.
I'm up here.
So think about all we're doing.
Guys, keep out of my way.
Where?
Keep them down. Yeah, man, fuck you. You should have let us go. Weather the storm. Hold tight.
Damn, if I was a little bit higher, it would have hit.
I drop that fucking car. Hey, when we bailing out of here?
All clear here.
After we have a massive shootout, right?
Leave them to me, all right?
Clear, clear.
Like, think about what we're doing right now, right?
Snipers up on the opposite roof, dog. Over to the right. And then you got...
The kind of fight that we're currently having.
Shooter 2 is down. I see the snipers. I'll get rid of them.
They up on that building, man, right there. Take these snipers out, I'm done, dog.
Rooftop is clear of shooters.
Cops on the left here.
I just got shot.
Hold them back.
Hey, they got gunmen in that chopper. I'll get rid of them quick.
Watch out!
Oh, you didn't go up all the way, you jackass. Like, we're using an RPG to take out helicopters from the fucking individuals there,
This could be our chance to go.
right?
I'll deliver the bombs. F, you dump the trash truck. I'm on the move.
Hey, man, shit, you look after yourself, dog, all right?
Do I need to blow this up? I mean, that's what I'm trying to get at right there. If you have somebody who's going to do like, what the fuck these three just did is, like, they wouldn't end up on a fucking watch list where everyone would end up dead within a week. Come on, you cannot. That's one of the things. Like, I like this story, don't get me wrong, but that's some of the shit that really aggravates me about some of the heists that you pull off in this game. The fact that they fuck with you like that. It's like, all right, no, you can't get $5 million or whatever right now, but you can go to war with literally the police. It does. You're not wrong about that, Insane Baboon, but what I'm trying to get at is I'm trying to get at the fact that it doesn't matter, because by the point you get through the, like, if you got through the main story of Mass Effect and then all of a sudden they gave you $1 billion, you'd be like, what am I gonna do with that? You know what I mean? Like, it's not what they do in this game exactly, but you can't really buy a lot of businesses, or you can't really do this, or you can't really do that until you beat the game, and after that, it's like, I don't feel like doing any of that because I beat the game. Even though that's from my perspective. Other people have different perspectives on it, for sure, but that's how I feel. And I feel how there are some people that are like that. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So it's like, come the fuck on. Let me have my millions of dollars early on. I really hope they have a way to make money and make a lot of money that you could then spend in the single player, right? Because realistically, if I wanted to, I could grind out online for a couple of weeks and get a fuck ton of money, right? Like, I'm gonna do that. I've been doing it lately, but I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep making car deliveries and shit like that on and off stream. And what I'm basically doing is stocking up my garage, and then I'm just gonna sell every single car that I stocked up and see how much money it gets me. I want to see out of 40 cars how much money I can get, right? And it's probably going to be a couple million, in all honesty, because delivering 2 cars has already given me over 150,000, right? And even if it was only 50,000, 10 cars is 500,000. So that means we have over $2 million worth of cars to sell if we get all 40 spots. But it's going to be more than that, because I think it's like between 50 and like $100-something thousand you can get per car delivery if you don't take any damage. Obviously, you're going to take some damage because they send AI after you to fuck with your car and shit like that. So it's easier to make money in online than it is in single player, which kind of makes sense, but at the same time, where the fuck am I going? I'm an asshole. I did this yesterday, didn't I? Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Yeah. And they don't make the Mass Effect, they don't make the Fallout games like they used to. Because my first Fallout game really was Fallout 4, and people complaining about like the lack of freedom that you had. Like, you can't be an asshole in Fallout 4 unless you like use mods. Like, if you want to do the main story and you tell them to fuck off, they won't let you continue the main story. And it's like, what is that? When they come out with a new Elder Scrolls game and a new Fallout game, they better give you the freedom to like be an asshole, be evil if you want to be evil, right? Because, nice. I was like, oh, we're gonna hit that coyote. Because what other, like, oh, you gotta be the goody two-shoes hero. What if I don't want to be the goody two-shoes hero on, like, my second or third playthrough? What if I want to be the person that tries to take over the wasteland via becoming the bandit king? Mind you, they have DLC that kind of allow for something like that. But how much of it is that? You know what I mean? How much of it is you able to actually do that, and how much of it is just, like, pandering to the person to make them feel like they're evil when they're really not? When I play Fallout 4, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna mod it, and I'm also probably gonna do a bandit playthrough, if I can figure that out. But like, I'm alright with choices like not really mattering too much. The thing is, if it doesn't, like, it has to make sense throughout the entirety of the game, right? Like, if I'm gonna be sat here and I'm gonna perform a heist, 2 heists in a row, one where I try and take a nuclear or a super weapon, and another where I take on the IAA, which is a government agency of the United States in this game's world, and yet I get away with doing one but not the other when both should have the same consequences, makes not a lick of fucking sense. Because think about the evidence that we left behind. We didn't destroy the tow truck, the bullets, the explosives. Like, if you got someone with a fucking RPG, people are gonna try and figure out how the fuck you got that RPG, right? I'm trying to think if body cams were really a thing back in 2013. Were body cams a thing in 2013 for police officers? The clothes that we bought, Michael or whoever it was that bought those clothes went to the mask store and bought those masks, then went to the gun store and bought those suits. People would be asking around of like, hey, do you know where they got these? Like, they wouldn't just be like, ah, man, they were wearing masks. We can't tell who it was, even though we know their hair color, we know their voices, we know that they were using code name lingo by just saying F, T, and M, which is very familiar from what they've experienced in the past. Here's the problem. Where in the fuck, like, which car is it? Because if I destroy this and it blows up the car that I got, what happens? Okay. That worked out somehow. Like that. How in the fuck is that not gonna raise questions? You know what I mean? Oh man, I'm so angry. I'm so fucking angry right now about my past self. Fuck you, past me. Fuck you.
Everything cool?
Yeah, man, shit, that trash truck is trash, dog. You good?
Nice work. I'm about to meet this guy. I'll tell you how it goes.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, if you really want to break it down, you could say that everything's stolen from everything else, you know? Like, I don't like saying stolen. I like saying inspired by, because at the end of the day, there's gonna be shit in the next Grand Theft Auto game that had, like, inspiration from other media, and there's gonna be other media that will be inspired by, you know,
Got a package for Devin Weston.
Grand Theft Auto 6 when it comes out. Also, notice that the shit we just stole from the IAA is being delivered to Devin Weston. What the fuck did we just steal for this asshole?
You that I don't give a flying fuck. There you go. There you go.
I love this. I love this. I love how easy it is to buy Michael.
I remember you. The weekend interrogator. Invest wisely.
Hey, hold on. We're not done here yet. I got a job for you, bro.
5 top quality scores.
Big ticket cars. Major payday, bro.
Sounds great.
You know what? You know what I think would help piss off a lot of people? This would help piss off a lot of people.
I want your
Getting missions that don't give you money.
Pencil neck. I'll let them know you're interested.
I guess I just got you figured wrong, man.
Hey, what's the figure?
Tell me something. You like football? I got a stake in a sports investment venture. You like the market? I got some funds you can manage. Name your poison, man.
I just like sitting around watching old movies.
Oh, there we go. How about I hook you up with Solomon Richards?
Great acting, by the way.
Shit. Solomon Richards, the movie producer?
Yeah, he's retiring, man, and I'm doing a finance deal for his studio.
Also, this series of missions that we do actually is something that happened recently, right? And I'll explain what I mean later down the line. We might have to try and do this whole thing. I don't think we'll be able to do it tonight unless I play for a long ass time. I will have to part it out if I do that, though. The question is, do I want to do 3 hours of this and switch to Grand Theft Auto Online? Or do I want to do more than 3 hours of this? Also, Blitz play is done. We were supposed to switch a couple more times. We got to go all the way over here to get to Solomon, so I'm going to mark this off here. Then I'm going to do this. Nope. Oh, it won't let me. Yeah, I've seen the Jagged Alliance 3 stuff. I'm actually kind of I want to get the whole Jagged Alliance, like the mainstay games, because I played Jagged Alliance a long time ago.
Private sector. Very well.
And listen to how good of a speaker Michael is.
All right, yeah, I'll think about it.
All right, me and Trevor will be there too. I promise you, it's a step up for you. A real opportunity.
He immediately convinces Franklin to do what Devin wants Franklin to do, because he wants to make sure he has that in with Solomon. Kind of piece of shit move there, Michael. But yeah, I have seen Jagged Alliance 3 stuff, and I'm debating whether or not I want to just get and play that one, or if I want to play the other games as well. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm still debating. Basically, it's not on my short list, it's on my long list of games. Right? Confirming your appointment with Devin Weston at his new development on Power Street in Atlanta. Please be prompt and arrive ready to work. True. I mean, mind you, the first time I play that game, I'll play it without mods. That's just the way that I roll. The first time I ever play a game, no matter what, it's without mods. Unless as I'm playing it, the mods will improve the experience that much more. But even then, at that point, that's kind of a disappointing game in of itself, where you have to put mods into the game in order to be able to play it or have a better experience. If you ever, in my opinion, if you ever get to the point to where you have to put mods in, or the experience you have is not going to be worthwhile, then it's not a worthwhile game to get. That's from my perspective and in my opinion, right? Because if you really think about it, it's like, all right, I'm going to be sad here, and I'm going to spend X number of hours with this game. But before I do that, I have to basically make an unofficial patch. Exactly. Exactly. Oh yeah, oh yeah. No, I know about, trust me, I played a lot of Jagged Alliance back in the day, like a long time back. And I would go through so many times with so many different characters just to see how they would interact with each other. Hell, you would have some characters that would have such a history with each other that, like, say if you accidentally fucked up and shot one dude with another dude, that person would be like, again? Like, after, like, because they've done that in the past without, like, not in the game, but in the story they've done it in the past. Like, that kind of shit was awesome. They don't have shit like that nowadays, that type of character interaction to that level. The only thing that off the top of my head comes close, really, is like some of the shit they do with the characters in Apex Legends. But yeah, for me, the only reason I would utilize a mod early on is if it was something I know I would want to change that doesn't really affect the story. And one of those things is a mod for Red Dead Redemption 2, which is the ability to add fishing from the start of the game. Because apparently fishing is blocked behind some arbitrary story element. Now, mind you, it would be very annoying that if they did it, but if they did something like that with Grand Theft Auto 6, there really wouldn't be much to do until later. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, I did say I was gonna do this, so we might as well. It's not really that pertinent, but here, long story short, I love how I've been trying to be subtle about it. I keep trying to tell myself, I played through this game on stream a couple of times. That, and it's a 10-year-old game, so I'm gonna talk about this way. So the missions that we're gonna be doing for Solomon is to make sure that the movie production that Solomon's working on goes off without a hitch, right? Like, it's not going to get interrupted and the film is actually going to become complete. When the film does become complete, Solomon starts complaining to Michael because Devin Weston is going to, like, prevent the movie from coming out. And they're going to get a huge insurance deal out of it, right? The studio is going to shut down. They're going to make a lot of money out of it. But guess what? Fucking Warner Brothers just did that. Warner Brothers made a movie of like Wile E. Coyote versus Roadrunner, and it was gonna have like John Cena in it or some shit. And Warner Brothers is putting the movie in the vault, and they're gonna get like $40 million from the insurance or some shit like that. Like, what the fuck is that? How the fuck does that work? How in the fuck are you gonna just make a product like that, not release it, and then make money off of it? Like, that's a scam and a half, right? That should be illegal as fuck. Oh yeah, I know all about how difficult that game can be. Basically, Jagged Alliance is almost like XCOM on steroids. Well, yeah, but that's the problem for the bigger companies is what I'm talking about. The smaller companies, I get it, because for the smaller companies, but a lot of the time, if they don't make the movie, the insurance they get back on it it's not going to cover the problem. You know what I mean?
Come on, start.
It's always the big company that does this shit in a way that you know is fucked up. Oh, this is so... I hate this car.
Whoa, who changed my ringtone?
Hey, look, man, that car in La Puerta is a fucking hoopty.
Like, I agree with you
Fucking
about
shot, man.
bigger
I don't grab the
companies.
stats and get the fuck out
You
of here.
agree, but smaller ones,
don't
it's a
be
good
trapped.
thing.
I need that car. The movement depends on it. You'll have to push it or something.
Are you out of your damn mind?
I'll look it up after this conversation.
For nature, ignite the fight.
You been igniting the fight too motherfucking much, dawg.
We gotta get a,
Man, I ain't pushing shit. Man, that high-ass motherfucker.
what's it called? One of these, right here. Alright, so let me Google this really fast, because this is absolute bullshit, but this is what companies do. This is what these big fucking companies do all the time. And, like, it's fucked. Warner Bros. Vault movie. Give it a minute to load, apparently. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. A new Wile E. Coyote movie has been placed in the Warner Bros. Vault forever. Right? Just canned after nearly finishing the film. So let's go down the article and read this article. This is not one that I'm gonna put up on stream because I'm just gonna be really quickly talk about how the movie film was Coyote versus Acme from ever releasing. According to Hollywood Reporter, the movie would have been a live-action and animated hybrid starring John Cena alongside Wile E. Coyote, because it's Wile E. Coyote. It costs around $72 million to make, but Warner Bros. Can write off a good chunk of the film's budget as a tax write-down. Now, here's the thing: did it actually cost $72 million? I would hope it did, because that would make you feel like they're not actually, you know, making a profit off of this movie. But there's also a part of me that's like, there's got to be more. Why would they cancel the movie? Because I would actually go to see it. right? Yeah, like there's got to be something more to this that we're not hearing right now because it just doesn't make sense because David Green, the director of the film, put out a statement on Twitter after the news broke saying, "For 3 years I was lucky enough to make a movie about Wile E. Coyote, the most persistent, passionate, and resilient character of all time. I was surrounded by a brilliant team who poured their hearts and souls into this project. Along the ride, we were embraced by test audiences who rewarded us with fantastic scores. I am beyond proud of the final product and beyond devastated by WB's decision." Now, well, you wouldn't be able to do anything with it because they would be able to, come after your ass so hard. Yeah, it's like it's nearly complete. It cost 72 million. So you're losing what, 22? You're losing 22 million dollars. You're going to lose 22 million dollars and not release this movie where test audiences were so excited for it? Again, there's got to be something more to it. Hold on. This is perfect time. Get your tinfoil hats on because there's just got to be something more to it as to why they're not going to release the movie, even though they're going to be losing $22 million. It just doesn't make any sense. You could say that it's a scam or a ploy for them to get hype for the movie to make more people go watch it if they do decide to release the film, right? I'm gonna have to step away. Gonna run a couple minutes of ads while I do. I made that specifically for whenever I start sounding like I'm being conspiracy theorist. I made the tinfoil hat so I can just slap it on every once in a while. All right. Thought that would be a pretty fun thing to have, like a fun prop, let's call it, right? But like, I'm sat here and I'm thinking about it, and it's like it doesn't make sense, right? I mean, I guess you could break it down and say maybe they decided no, but when you have the test audience saying, "Oh yeah, it's really good," normally they go for that kind of shit. They're like, "Oh yes, the test audience likes it. We'll make billions of dollars," right? Something like that. But for them to just be like, "Nah, weird. Be right back." But yeah, like I was saying earlier, hold on, let me catch up with chat. That's a bit different. Right? I think I left my gloves. I did. I left my gloves downstairs. Well, good thing I have another pair of gloves. All right. So when somebody dies and they don't release something because of it, it's a bit different. All right. It all has to do with like a whole bunch of shit. But when like nobody has seemingly perished that was a part of this movie, you know what I mean? Chapstick. If I don't use chapstick every once in a while, my fucking lips will get so dry in the wintertime. It's actually quite ridiculous. But yeah, it's outside of the tinfoil hat joke that I made, it's weird that it would seem like it would be a good movie that they're not going to release because they would make more money than they spent if it you know. Then again, people aren't really going to the movie theaters like they used to, right? Like, I used to go to the movie theaters all the fucking time, and now I just don't because of how you can, like, pull up a movie in your own home. Then again, you could rent a movie or whatever for the same price that you could get a couple of movie tickets. So it becomes one of those things where there's got to be more. I don't care what it is, but there's got to be something more as to the reason why they've decided not to release this movie, which is almost complete. Also, I think I need to call Tanya.
Mom, I've said all there is to say.
What? Man, get your ass down here. I'm outside with this junker you made me drag across town.
Look, just leave it there. I can't come out now. The satellites.
Exactly.
Scanning our brains and tracking our heartbeats through the internet. Go now while you still can.
Man, I'm wasting my fucking time.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, you're a hero, a green warrior. We're changing lives.
Needed to be a little bit faster. Basically needed to get the tow truck from the beginning.
Tanya's busy with it.
There it is. Hold up.
Says Mayor. A court says a former movie star must remain on the Star Tours bus route.
A growing scourge is hitting the city, and residents aren't happy. Are bicyclists taking over? Witnesses describe a scene of chaos in Los Santos Harbor earlier, as several explosions could be seen on board a container ship, which subsequently sunk into the harbor. Reports suggest nothing was stolen, and foul play is not suspected in the incident.
Blaine County was one of 3 regions
Bullshit.
singled out as
Right?
potential
Fucking bullshit.
as drug dealers focus on small regions.
Helicopters, Meriwether themselves.
Buckley, mayor of Toledo Bay, accused the Bureau of typical discrimination against successful
Now, mind you, you could also say they're saying that in a way to not make people panic, right?
Actor Gordon Henderson,
But video games have this habit of being like, if no one's alive, there's no witnesses, you can't get in trouble, right? That's a video game thing. You get rid of all the witnesses, you didn't commit that crime. And that works in certain games, like in the Red Dead series, it'll work because, you know, if there are no witnesses, there really is no crime at that point.
They take up the road. I hear they get into a collision going around them, and they dress like sissies.
90% of the people that ride bikes are at...
What's up now, now?
So do the math. How many fucking cars would I have to tow in order to get this to pay for itself? 150,000, but 500 per car towed. That's a stream. That's a stream right there. Towing vehicles until I recover my investment. Oh no, what have I done? I've spoken that into reality. I want to do that now. That would basically be like a podcast stream. Hi, Franklin. I just wanted to let you know, on behalf of everyone at the towing company, we couldn't be happier that you're our new owner. You know the business well already, and I'm sure you won't have a problem getting your hands dirty. We're a little short-staffed right now, as you're aware. Some of our drivers aren't the most reliable, so any help you can give us will be much appreciated. Regards to the management, Rodney. Denise. Typical way you treat your aunt. Me. Franklin, you ain't been home. I got worried, thought about calling, but you never pick up. So I did some digging, found you ain't been home because ain't your home no more. No mo. You living up in Vinewood Hills where you don't belong. Boy, a word of a goodbye would have been nice. Also, you aware I've been to the desert to get certified as a pelvic floor exercise instructor. I've been weak down there for so long. Well, no longer. Now I am strong and I will lead. And you are weak, not just as a man, but as a person. You're really losing yourself and I don't like it. You ain't got no respect. Respect is always earned, never just given. I hate when people think that you should respect somebody just because of who they are, their position, or what they do. Fuck off. Earn my respect first, bitch. Right? Like, what if I want to put a women's arts center in the home? What if I want to start running pelvic floor classes myself there? Well, I always say you come from trash, you stay trash, and that's what you is, boy. I love my sister, but boy did she make some mistakes, including in having you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got boundless love to experience, your aunt. You know what's fucking phenomenal? How fucked up that is, considering that's family? But damned if that ain't a truer fucking statement, because of how fucked up your family can be. Like, fuck's sake, man. My dear aunt, don't do anything with the home I half own. Don't put no classes there. Don't do no pelvic floor exercises there. Don't do nothing. And don't say nothing disrespectful about my mother. She only ever did one truly bad thing in her life, and that was giving you a home. Good luck with that pelvic floor. People always did say you were real big down there on account of the number of guys tried you out when you was younger and kept running off. Stay well and stay away from me, Franklin. Holy shit. Rude. Rude, Franklin. Lester, opportunity, we've already done that. We've already done the shooting range, thanks, Trevor. Barry. Steve can fuck off. We already done that. And this is what we're doing next. Michael. Yeah, exactly. It does make some more sense in the RDR days. Because, like, back then, it was word of mouth. If you wanted to get a wanted picture, you had to use eyewitness reports to make that portrait of somebody. You know what I mean? But, like, in a game like this, it really, like, oh, no, wait, there's fucking cameras all over in this game. Right? And, like, for fuck's sake, it's just, I hope, this is my biggest thing for Grand Theft Auto 6. Do fucking not give people missions, multiple missions in a row, that don't make any money. The only time we really make money in this game that I've noticed is if you go through and do the heists that make you money, right? The problem with that, though, is like I said earlier, it keeps you locked out of so much content for so fucking long. Like, do you want to know when the most useful time is to do the assassination missions? After you do all the heists. That should not be the case. The assassination missions, I like the idea of the assassination missions. You go around, you kill individuals, and you fuck up the stock market in your favor, right? That's fucking crazy. But I like the idea of doing that in the game because it makes sense. Something happens, and the stock market is affected.
He said, son, you got two heads. One between your legs and one on your shoulders, and ain't one of them got a leg of sense.
Oh yeah, no, of course not. But that's so, like, it's what I'm trying to get at is, like, they're related, like, how fucked up they are towards each other makes sense.
Thanks. You must be Michael.
Because of how some of my family is towards me.
Now I have to make my own
And
coffee and give myself a happy ending.
I am to them in response to that, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm getting at?
But the walls will
And I'm sure that some of you who are watching can say the exact same thing.
I said Mars, you cocksucker.
Shoulder of Orion. 2.
Devin Weston.
I love how all those movies are
Tell me, Michael. Devin Weston.
right there.
Does he want you to bump me off?
No, not at all. He said you were retiring but might need some help on a movie.
Only assholes retire, Michael. Him and my son, they want to put me out to pasture so they can turn this place into condos or a theme park or something.
But this place is a dream factory.
Well, maybe they have different dreams. Some days, I don't blame them. You know, they always say, never work with children or animals. Well, I want to add to that list. Never work with directors or actors. This picture is gonna kill me.
All right. So what's it about?
It's perfect. Set in Liberty City. Meltdown. It's all being shot on green screen right out back there. We take a look at the financial crisis, and then we boil it all down into a really simplistic battle between two yuppies with lots of training montages.
So what's the problem?
Milton McElroy. I cast him in the second lead because
Oh, I was actually waiting for this since Grand Theft Auto 4's The Ballad of Gay Tony DLC. I have been waiting for this.
He's been hassling us about renegotiating the deal. So now
This series of
he's holding up
missions.
shooting until he gets paid.
Not this exact mission.
It would be if the director wanted to shoot.
Hold up.
Anton Baudelaire. Ever heard of him? That doesn't surprise me. Now he's having a mental breakdown, pissing all over himself who knows where.
All right. Looks like you got yourself that new assistant. But no happy endings.
I love you already.
So, trying to think of a subject to discuss right now, and nothing's crossing my mind, right? Because, like, outside of what I've already talked about a lot of, I mean, I could keep going over it again, but there's a part, and I did say I was going to be annoying about it, but I'm trying not to be, because there's a part of me that's just like, Huh. Okay, I talked a little bit about the game, but talk about some Grand Theft Auto 6 some more. You want to do that, don't you? Don't you? And it's like there's really nothing to talk about. All we know is like, okay, yeah, we already knew it was real.
I'm just doing
But now we know they're gonna have a reveal trailer, and everyone's gonna fucking hyper analyze this trailer. Hell, I'm probably gonna want to break down the trailer and see what they're gonna show. You know what I mean?
No, bad idea, bad idea. No clipping anyone. Just teach him some manners. He's also in my director's ear as well, if you'd believe it. So teach this punk a lesson and bring the talent back to set.
He's talking about the person. I missed it because I was talking about how like. As much as I want to gush and talk about what I hope's in the game and what I want to see in the game, like, and what I could kind of derive, and what anybody could derive off of the leaks, those leaks don't matter at the end of the day. Because, for all we know, they could scrap 90% of what was revealed.
See you on the set, boss.
It would suck, because some of the shit they revealed was really fucking interesting. But you just don't know. Like, God of War 2018, when it came out, it was probably nothing to what it became. You know what I mean? Like, when it was first thought of, it probably went through so much of an alteration. Now the thing is, we're supposed to be super serial quiet. There he is! You see him in the passenger side of the helicopter? There he fucking is!
Gentlemen, how you like this space? It's gonna be an EDM paradise. There's gonna be sparklers stuck in bottles, implants, tramp stamps, all the real shit. That's Pelosi Entertainment. Now give me a minute here, just a minute. I gotta go grab something inside. Johnny, we nearly got the club. We're finally a go. Now you take care of these guys. No cold feet. Okay? Let's go.
There he fucking is. There's that prick from fucking the Ballad of Gay Tony. What? Well, it was already officially announced that the trailer is going to be coming out early December. They made an official announcement that the trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be coming out early December. Oh yeah. There's definitely, I'm of the same mind, right? I will be as patient as I need to be, right? Also, I gotta take a moment to stop. What the fuck is this ductwork again? What the fuck is this ductwork? What the fuck is this ductwork? Hold up! Hold up! What in the fuck is this? You fucking would never have ductwork that does this. And like, the size of the fucking unit you would need for this type of no. There's no fucking way. This is something you would see on like not this building, that's for fucking sure. That was just a rumor. That was just a rumor. There was also a rumor that the budget was anywhere between $1 billion and $2 billion, and I'm over here going,
There you are! Mr. Richards has been worried sick.
I don't know if it is the case, but that'd be interesting.
Who's this jackass? Hey, you!
You dare call us a jackass?
In love with their contract. They'll be going back to the set with me.
Can you believe this fucking clown? No! This guy's all mine!
Alright, spray tan. We're gonna make a new deal. You leave my people alone, and I don't.
But yeah, the rumor was that they were gonna announce the game on October 26th. That was the rumor. They were gonna announce it on October 26th, and they were gonna say that the game was gonna come out next October. That was the rumor. Oh yeah. No, the rumor, again, it's a rumor, so I don't know if this is not confirmed information. This is like leaks and shit like that, so it could be bullshit. But if that is the case, apparently it's like double the budget of what Red Dead Redemption 2 was, and it's 4 times as much as what Grand Theft Auto 4's budget was. As well as like it's a lot of fucking, like, people. 10 years is a long fucking time. Think about all the shit that happened in 10 years and why we didn't get this game earlier, right? Like, outside of the fact that $1 billion is a lot of fucking money, think about 10 years of time. Just like coronavirus. That fucked up a lot. Like, you know how many video games, movies, and other media just disappeared, never to be known about ever because of the coronavirus shit? The lockdown and shit like that? Like, there are so many fucking things that just do not exist because of that. Yeah, exactly. You have to keep in mind. That, and people are like, they're forgetful people. Like, people are forgetful, and that's okay. It happens. But you gotta keep in mind that 10 years is a long fucking time. Holy shit. It's been like that long since we got a Armored Core. You saw how hyped I was for Armored Core. I did a fucking 30-hour stream of Armored Core. That's how hyped I was. Well, a 20-something hour stream of it. I beat the fucking game, didn't I? I beat the game. I don't remember. But I know I did a 30-hour stream. Anyways. And we haven't gotten a fucking new Armored Core game since the last one came out, and that was over 10 years ago, and nobody thought we were gonna get one. People knew we were gonna get, even before the leak, people knew we were gonna get a new Grand Theft Auto game just because of how much money Grand Theft Auto 5 made, right? Of course they're gonna make a Grand Theft Auto 6. Look at how much money Grand Theft Auto fucking 5 made. Just like we know they're gonna make a new Red Dead Redemption game because look at how much fucking money Red Dead Redemption 2 made, right?
Anxious to see you.
So, like,
I'm feeling a little keyed up. How about I call my guy, go on a little jolly, and call Solomon from wherever I wake up in a week?
How about you see him right now, and we go flying again if you even look like you'll fail a piss test at any point on this shoot.
Hi.
And it's funny because, well, like I don't know if I'll do a 24-hour stream of Grand Theft Auto 6. We'll see. Right? We'll see. Probably as hype as I am for it, I don't know if I'll do a 24-hour stream of Metal Gear Solid 3 either, the remake of it, right? Because it's a remake. We'll see. I say that now, but there's a high possibility that I'll do 24-hour streams of those games because those are games that are like, they were my childhood, just like Armored Core, just like God of War, just like Sonic.
So Solomon.
Well, not really Sonic. Sonic less so. I meant to say Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon, but for some reason Sonic came out. I played like 1 or 2 Sonic games when I was a kid, but I never really was into them. That was weird. Maybe I should play some more Sonic games. Then again, every time a Sonic game comes out, half the people are like it's a piece of shit game, and the other half are like it's the greatest game ever. So, whatever.
You're too kind.
No, I mean it. I don't mean to presume. But would it be okay?
But the reason I seem more hyped for something like this than I am for Metal Gear Solid is because Grand Theft Auto 6 is a new fucking experience. Well, Metal Gear Solid 3 is going to be a remake. Been there, done that. I'm excited for it, but what I'm more excited for is what potentially could happen as a result of the remakes. We could get new Metal Gear games. Mind you, it's like a what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? We could get more, what the fuck is that? We could get more Metal Gear games as a result, but they have to be very careful with how they do the story. Right? Like, that is the size of the unit that you would possibly see on the roof that I was previously complaining about. But what the fuck is the ductwork? You are not going to have something that it would go straight into the fucking building instead of outside the building to then go up on the roof to then go into the building. What the fuck? That is not how ductwork works. And then you have the pipes that do that shit? What are you thinking? This is what the fuck is this? What the fuck am I looking at? You have no... All right. Now. True. Well, that and like when I'm excited for something, I know I'm what could be classified as more entertaining because I'm way more talkative, and I'm not tired right now. Like today's one of the few days where I haven't felt like exhausted because of the weather fucking with me. Wish I could read that. I probably could update the settings and read that shit. Wait, you know what? Hold on a minute. No. Whatever. I thought they would have stuff that would improve the quality of the paper, but I like it when they allow you to, like, it'd be really cool. I don't think it's going to be legible. Hold up.
That's fucked up.
What the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? How did I do that? I, like, was in the middle of switching to my shotgun, and, like, I shot up into the air. That was... Weird. That was weird. Okay. Anyways. So, like, one of the things that I kind of wish more games would do is, like, allow you to read the text. Because that adds weight to a story to me. Also, what seems to help as well is, like, having breaks, right? Okay. Cool. But yeah, anyway.
Hey, holla at me, y'all. Peace.
Hold up. Anyway. Outside of the physics bug, wow, we're right by him. We should do that mission, screw it. Why not? We're right there. Might as well. So, like, that, and we don't really have more solid information about... We know it exists. Just like we know that... The reason I'm hyped for Grand Theft Auto is because of the leaks, honestly. Because the leaks kind of give more substance to it. All we know when it comes to Metal Gear Solid Remake is... Or the Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake is the fact that it exists. Just like we know that the new Elder Scrolls game exists. I'm not hyped for that at all until I get more solid... Like, if during the Game Awards... we get like hey, the game's coming out in 2 years from now, I'd be pretty fucking hyped. The plan was Red Dead Redemption and then the Fallout series. Red Dead Redemption 2. Because I've never played Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, it's you. How's it going, homie? Yeah. Hey, you seem incredible lately.
Yeah, Trevor Phillips, but I doubt if you want a picture of him.
Oh, wait. Wasn't he in the men's room?
Nah.
No, Trevor Phillips, you know him because of the fucking newspapers talking about him, probably.
Man, you're not gonna believe this. They want to do...
What's funny is I had a debate with myself whether or not I wanted to go through, like, Red Dead Revolver, Gun, Red Dead Redemption, and I said, you know what? We'll save that playthrough for when they come out with Red Dead Redemption 3. Because, like I said, they got to. It made so much fucking money, it would be stupid for them to not make it.
All right, look, if you get a chance, right? I mean, there's no rush, okay? Oh, you know what I'll do is I'll send you a list of names and some links so you can see who they are, right?
Yeah, whatever, man. All right.
Yeah. Hey, you know, and I promise you, fame won't change me one bit.
Yeah, I was afraid you would say that.
I mean, if that happens, that would kind of suck, but more than likely I'll be done with this game by the end of this month, I predict. Right? I predict I'll be done with this game by the end of the month, at the very least, or at the very, like... I'll probably start to want to beat it more and more, so I'll play it for longer and longer, and I might forgo some of the Grand Theft Auto Online streams that I'll do in order to do so. The main idea is get through the main story, and then I'll probably still do some Grand Theft Auto Online on stream, but primarily off stream. And then focus on Red Dead Redemption, and maybe do some Red Dead Redemption Online as well, to see what that's like. Because I did a little bit of Grand Theft Auto Online when it was on PlayStation fucking 3, I feel. Like, when was... This was on PlayStation 3, wasn't it? This... Anyway. I've never done any Red Dead Redemption 2 online. Have no idea what it's like. And I kind of doubt they're going to be like, alright, Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out February. More than likely, they're going to try and make the game come out late in the year, like have it a holiday release type shit. They love their Rockstar fucking loves their holiday releases. Because you know how many people ask for Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption or shit like that for Christmas? I was one of that was my holiday or birthday game, you know what I mean? If I couldn't get it for Christmas, I got it for my birthday, which is April. Oh god, I gotta show you this. Oh, so I need to get to the studio really quickly. Say hi. This is my dad.
How you doing?
They probably don't see you. Oh, we're there. Okay, perfect. So, I gotta find this. Try not to look at it so you don't notice it yet.
Damn, just going up the steps make me dizzy.
The fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
That is a cluster. Show the unit.
The unit? Oh, you mean this?
What the fuck?
But wait, there's more. Let's follow it back.
Oh my
Let's follow the ductwork. Look at it going up there, right? That's where the ductwork going up there. Follow it over here. All right, we got to go back down.
Now,
so let's jump.
Why would you put ductwork outside like that? Because the weather's going to have a effect on the temperature.
Yep. But wait, it gets better. It gets better.
They're trying to
look at it. Look at that. Look at that. Wait. It gets even better.
No.
But wait, there's more. There's more. What the fuck is that?
That's not anything I've ever seen.
I had to
no
show
wonder
you
you could crawl through it. Oh hell no!
I had to get your reaction to that because holy shit,
Yeah,
I just noticed this. Like this, I've been noticing this shit more and more.
That would not be really sufficient.
No, it would not.
That's
like
crazy.
look, it comes out, makes the angle, and goes up there.
Can you step off camera?
Yeah, I can step off camera.
No, that's not how they do it.
Yeah, I was like, this is not how they do ductwork, man.
You would lose the efficiency of the unit, like, tremendously.
You want to tell them how old you are?
How old I am?
Yeah.
57.
57.
Well, 56. I'll be 57 in a couple months. And been doing refrigeration for 36 years.
Yep. 36 years he's been doing this. So that's why, and I've been doing it for a couple of years. So when I'm noticing this...
No, that's a cluster.
Look at that, look at that. I forgot to mention that.
What the hell is that?
It's part of the ductwork going into another unit.
That's not how it's done.
No, not at all.
I had to come up and see how you could crawl through the fucking ductwork. In reality, the unit would be on the roof.
It'd be on the roof.
And you'd have a hole cut in.
Yeah.
And then you would run under the drop ceiling, and then take your vents off of the main run. I've never seen it outside on the side of the building.
You're not going to. You're only going to see that in video games.
Yeah.
Honestly. Because this is like, look how inefficient that is.
Sometimes on top of buildings you'll have that.
Yeah, a little bit, but not like that. It would be up on the roof, not on the side of the building.
It's going to cut the efficiency of the unit way down. Because it's got to fight the temperatures outside.
Not to mention how the pipe has to go around the ductwork now. Like,
oh, look, yeah, I see that. Oh, hell no.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
I've been pointing that out all.
Yeah,
I had
never
stopped.
seen anything like that. That's funny. The designers of the game must not know much about ventilation.
No.
And who the hell's going to do the pipes like that?
I had to show you that. I had to show you that. Walk in. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, I had to, that's what I was doing when I stepped away. I was saying, hey, you gotta see this, man. This ductwork, you gotta see it. Oh. But yeah, that was the first appearance of my father. But yeah, I had to get his reaction because that's probably the worst example. Like, this is the worst example of HVAC stuff I have ever seen in any video game to date. Right? I'm even thinking about back when we were doing a little bit of Ninja Gaiden, right? Ninja Gaiden 2 specifically. It was a little bit of Ninja Gaiden 2, and Ryu, like, goes over the pipes, does the little spin roll thing or whatever the hell it's called, where you grab onto a pipe and you do a 360 and then you go to the next pipe in all those action platformer video games. And I was making complaints. Both times I saw it, I made complaints about it because of how unrealistic it is, right? That was pretty bad. That was like probably number 2 on the list of worst I've seen. But like, that's the most atrocious example. But yeah, that was, that's something that I might start doing more often too, you know? See something in a game or whatever, and I'll also get another setup in the future that might have a bigger view, right? Like, it might be like a theater setup, I'm gonna call it. Well, there'll be like a couple of different cameras in a couple of different locations that can be switched to. Right? While I'm like watching some sort of a movie or something, anything like that. Because if I'm ever going to do reactionary type content, the way that I'm going to set it up is that I'll put like a timer on screen of how long, like where we're at in the movie. And you will neither hear nor see what I'm reacting to. All you're going to get is my raw reaction. You have to like watch along with me. Because that's the only way that I would feel okay doing it. Right? Like, if it would be my reaction. That's it. That's, to me, what reactionary content really is.
Why?
We can get a good price for the vehicles in Asia. Look, complete the work, you'll all be well paid.
You're late, sugar tits.
I think one of my favorite aspects about this is, if you switch to the characters, you see different things. Right? So it's actually really cool to see what Michael sees, and it's not all that shit of Trevor hitting on her. Right?
Hey, you two get going.
This is all Michael sees. Right? All Michael sees is Trevor
All right, look.
like doing some being weird.
Some prosper,
More so than
and
normal.
some struggle. Now, are you out of your goddamn mind? This is your lucky break. Choose. Now, are you going to do this, or have you simply found your level in life?
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I guess we will, homie.
Fucking asshole. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Right? You could say any word. You could say any word, and it mean anything, depending on how you say it. Right? The way he says homie like that, like is he's saying it from a place of like anger and hatred and just like asshole. You know what I mean? That's why I call the actors so good in this game. That's why I like this game so much. Because it's the way they tell the story. That's the thought that goes through my head. The first fucking time I played this game, before I even started thinking about making content like this, I thought, What an asshole. I can't, I'm just like thinking that, damn, that was when I was 18. That was when I was like about to, like, either I was out of high school or I was about to be out of high school. And I'm sat there listening to him like, you are a fucking asshole. I cannot wait to see you get your karma, right? I cannot wait to see karma to come around and see what happens. Because if there's one thing video games are good for, it's people facing the consequences of their actions.
Yeah, I guess. We look pretty ridiculous.
Alright, man, look,
I think
We'll pick you up coming through Grapeseed. Get the drivers there.
a lot of individuals I lost my train of thought. Shit. Anyway. Exactly. I won't get into trouble for copyright stuff. And what the person's watching is not the content that you're watching as the reactor, but the reaction and the interaction between the streamer and the chat. Right? I was tapping myself like that all that time because it's like... Because the way that I would look at the current popular reactionary content is more so theft than not. Now let me explain. Recently I watched an Amazon, like, you know how you can, like, because I have Amazon Prime, I could watch certain movies on stream and you'll be able to see my reaction, but not the movie unless you also have Amazon Prime. Unfortunately, that's only in the US, but if you have one of those, whatever the fuck they're called, VPN, if you have a VPN, then what ends up happening is you end up being able to do that too, get Amazon Prime and watch the reaction. Anyway. Oh, bitch. We just lost the gold from that. We just lost the gold from that. There's no way we didn't. Anyways. And it was, I think it was Summit 1G was watching the 2014 RoboCop movie. And I have Amazon Prime in the US, so bada bing, bada boom. Hell yeah, let's watch it. It's been a couple of years. It's been a while since I last watched that. I'm excited. Watch it again. See if I remember as much of it as I do. And I did. I did. I didn't remember everything, obviously, but I remembered a lot of that movie. Yeah, it does kind of work IRL as well, but in video games, you can see that karma, right? Like, you can see the karma of everybody's actions happening to some extent with this game. I'm going really fucking fast right now. That's why I'm so focus mode. This is like speedrun strat shit. That fucking hiccup almost fucked me. I think this is one of my favorite missions. You wanna know why this is one of my favorite missions? Because when I was playing this game, again, first time I was playing it, I couldn't think of why I enjoyed the driving so much for the life of me, right? And then this mission happened. Now, oddly enough, I know there's a Strangers and Freak mission that is a race, right? That's the first time I've ever actually beat them. That's all. Okay, that feels good. Speedrun strats are awesome. Anyways. Oh, that made me excited. So, speedrun strats aside, oh, it reminds me of a racing game. That's why, because of this mission, because you do the race. Because I didn't do the Strangers and Freak mission. I didn't do that one. I just focused on the main story. Because I was like, again, when I first started playing video games, I don't really remember, because I kind of just played them to play them. Like, I guess I could say Spyro the Dragon, Sonic the Hedgehog, games like that. Those are the types of games that I played when I was younger. Crash Bandicoot, I played that when I was younger, but I never really paid attention to the story that was there. I didn't really pay attention to the story of video games until my first playthrough of Metal Gear Solid. This is why I like the story of a video game more than even the gameplay sometimes. Like, if it's got bad gameplay, I'll still play through it if I like the story. Kind of happened with Halo. I enjoyed Halo, but it's definitely not one of those games. Like, it would be if I had to give a game a score out of 10, it would be like a 5 or a 6 for that's a good score. A 5 or a 6 for me. And I played through the Master Chief collection. Right? I started with the game in timeline order, so I started with Reach, and Reach might have been my favorite of the series, just because of the gameplay. The story in Reach also interested me enough to want to play the game more. That might be a scary thought to you, Insane Baboon, but here in the United States, that is reality. Trevor with a badge, Michael with a badge, these two are reality in the United States. Like, I talked about it a couple weeks ago, I think, on stream, maybe last week on stream, about a couple years back, 8 police officers chased an individual. They got out of their car. When they got out of their car, they had a ski mask on, and they ran. They ran for 10 seconds, and the 8 officers opened fire on the individual. They hit him. They hit his body over 60 times.
Gee, I don't know, officer. I try to keep it under the limit.
Well, you and your boys look like you were drag racing from where we are.
I understand that police officers do have to make split decisions.
Officer.
And 10 seconds?
Come on, hands on the car. Let's go.
10 seconds is not long enough without guarantee shots fired. You know what I mean? 10 seconds is not long enough.
You little shit, get the fuck out of here! God!
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I want to play as... If I play... Oh, we have to play... Well, I was going to say I want to play as Trevor for, like, story elements, because I like the interaction. Like, each one of these characters will have a different phone call coming up. They'll have different dialogue. I might replay this mission to show this off. Yeah, I'm going to play this mission to show this off.
Yes?
I know that voice. You're that Johnson's Johnson.
Molly Schultz, Senior Vice President and General Counsel to Devin Weston's holding company, if that's what you mean.
Keep talking.
Listen to this.
Let's assume you're talking about the cars. Bring them to Hayes Auto on Little Bighorn in South LS. Mr. Weston and I will meet you there.
Whoa, don't hang up. I think I love you. Man, I'm sick of driving so slow staying with these fools. Can we have a
Ooh, I thought of a real fucking funny idea. I'm gonna make a fan fiction one-shot story because of what we just heard. This is stupid as fuck, but I have to explain why this is so funny to me. So when you create a fan fiction, if you don't know, it's whenever, like, people write fan fictions about Harry Potter where Harry Potter actually is raised by his parents. A lot of the shit still happens in Harry Potter, like Voldemort tries to return, right? But it also involves a new perspective of like, what if Lily and James lived? What if Voldemort just ignored them and tried to kill Harry from the get-go, but the same exact thing still happened? What's their perspective, right? Anyway. Oh shit, I need to be driving. I'm trying to read chat, damn it. Oh yeah, no. The reason you're not going to get anything like that is a multitude of reasons. One is a lot of the time you're not going to see that there are people that argue. I guarantee you there are people that argue in those totalitarian countries. But it's not the type of arguing you see compared to the US. It's like they'll put up what seems like a very weak resistance to people in the US. Is actually like if they continue resisting, they're gonna end up arrested type shit. That's the kind of shit that you're not like from the perspective of a totalitarian country like that. Like Russia? The shit that we're hearing from Russia right now is fucking insane to compare to what's probably actually going down. You know what I mean? Especially if you look at it from the perspective of somebody who's been under the rule of Putin for as long as the people in Russia have been. Like, when you look at it from a different perspective like that and actually understand, like, this shit is not, you'd be fucked because you're like, what do I do? What do I do? Because you're used to being a certain way because of the way your country is.
I mean, is it just the smell of green, or is there some other thing with this guy?
And listen to how smart Trevor is. Trevor, like, people don't give enough credit for the characters themselves. Michael, we know why Michael's doing this because we have our perspective. Michael is doing this because Devin Weston made him connect with Solomon, right? After we connect with Solomon, or we're going to be connecting with Solomon, depending on when you do that mission. It adds a little bit difference, but anyways, when you do that mission depends on how connected Michael is to Solomon. So him getting Franklin to do this job makes Trevor be like, wait a minute, what the fuck's going on, Michael? Yeah. Yeah? Listen to that. He's deflecting. And this is where it turns to, is Trevor serious or is he hiding his seriousness? Right? Again, this might be overanalyzing, but by now you all know I like to overanalyze the situation that we're dealing with. You understand? Capiche? Does it capiche? I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. Anyways, there are two things here. He could be serious. It could be like, that she's mine, right? It could be that kind of possessive thought, right? And then teasing him like this.
I'm serious. Both of you. Back off her.
That's him serious, right? Funnily enough. He might be fucking around the first time he says it, right? To kind of be like, I'm on to you, but I don't want you to know I'm on to you. And then they start disrespecting her in Trevor's mind, right? How dare they disrespect this lovely woman? Well, this is something that I kind of know of because, like I said, I played this game a long time ago and I did a lot more than I'm probably going to do now. But there's a couple missions you get after you beat the game. And, like, Trevor's mother shows up. And a lot of people think that it might be him, like, seeing shit. But I think it's more likely that it's real, that his mother really shows up. I like looking at it. It's a better story to me when his mother shows up. So he was abused by his mother, but that caused him to be taught to respect women. So that's why when anyone else disrespects women, even though he's disrespecting her by the way he's acting. If anyone else were to do that, they're a fucking asshole. They better quit it. But he's like, oh, I'd like to hear you say that again. Like, that's fucking weird, Trevor. You know? And he's pissed off because of what they said. And this dude's not taking him seriously.
You don't like the job? Take a fucking walk.
Hey, come on, man. Hold on.
That's the only reason. That's the only fucking reason he doesn't kill him.
Lay it on him, kid.
Mulligan's a record producer. He's going through a messy
And her
divorce.
starting
He's
to talk.
hiding his valuable assets, including the car, so that makes it complicated. He'll clock any ground.
Because he's doing this for Franklin. And he's starting to look at Franklin like a friend. Franklin's like, dude, don't. And he's like, fuck, I'll hold back. I won't unleash the beast type of a thing, right? And then he helps too. Like, listen to, see how disrespectful he is towards her? Like, that's fucking creepy, Trevor. That's fucking creepy, man.
Alright, so, who does what?
You're not needed for this job. Phillips, you're in the chopper. Clinton, you're on the ground.
Yeah, I don't understand the deal between you two.
Yeah, well, I don't understand the deal between you two either. But you know what? Life! It's just one long mystery. Bye-bye, gentlemen, and stay spiritual. Oh, and Michael, I'll be in touch about your friend, Solomon.
Alright, good.
Now, I love how distracted I got because the whole thing in the beginning of this conversation was about fan fiction and why I'm going to create a fan fiction about what Trevor said. Because obviously from the conversation I'm having, I am not what most people would classify as normal because of the thoughts that I have, right? Like, this is stupid. But people make fan fictions whenever they want to make a new story from their perspective. What? And this is fucked up. I understand it. But it's funny to me. What if... Her name's Molly, right? Molly is actually into the way Trevor's acting towards her. God, I fucking hate that. I hate that. That's so fucked up. But make a fan fiction based off of that. I probably never will do that because this is me, you know, medicated thoughts with Billy Wright. Brought to you by the King Tombs 456 Productions. Alright. Anyway, outside of me being a smartass, whenever I am medicated, it definitely opens up your brain a bit to be like, let's think more, like, about what shit means, man. I will say I kind of understand how wild the 70s were now. From documentary, like retroactive, thinking about documentaries I saw and shit like that about the 70s. I understand hippies now. I get it. But yeah, I'm gonna make a fan fiction one shot about that. Whether or not I ever actually write down ideas about it, do that and post it, yeah, exactly. He's always serious. Yeah, exactly, Insane Baboon. He's always serious, even if he's joking, because he wants, like, he's. If you're friends with Trevor, Trevor would be the perfect Straw Hat pirate. You cannot change my mind. If you know about One Piece and you really think about how the characters are, the crew of the Straw Hat Pirates would do anything, any fucking thing to save one of their own, right? When Trevor classifies someone as his, he would fucking do anything for them. So he would make a perfect Straw Hat Pirate. Now, you wouldn't think it, but that gave me another fanfiction idea. And if I need to explain what it is, then you don't get the joke. Anyway, moving on from my stupidity. Video games are awesome. Because if you really think about, like, if you just get immersed into the story, oh, they're so good. Even the ones that are like shit, they can still be entertaining in some way, shape, or form, right? And to me, honestly, whenever I'm pissed off at a game, that's weirdly enough showing how much I enjoy it, if that makes any sense, right? Because yes, I am actually feeling anger at what I am bitching and complaining about. But it's, at the end of the day, it's not 100%. Like, it will never be 100. It might be 99%, but it will never truly be 100% anger, ever. Like, the close, like the 97, 98, 99% anger you'll ever see is if I get so pissed off, I just end stream, right? I don't do my ending spiel. I'll be like, you know what to do, bye, and then end stream. That type of anger, that's like, I'm close, but I never go to, actually go to 100%, you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna say some stupid shit like, yeah, I get to 100%, but I don't get to 110%. Never see me go past the 110%. There is no such thing. If you want to be literal instead of technical, there is never such a thing as 110%. Now, I'm not saying that to be like, you can never do more, because you can always do more, because your brain kind of holds you back from being able to do more. Because if I were to, don't do this, do not do this, but this is like a metaphor. If I was gonna say, go out and flip your car, or flip your parents' car, again, do not do this. This is not me saying this. This is a hypothetical, metaphorical situation. Focus. Hypothetical, metaphorical situation. If I told you to go out and flip your parents' car, or go flip your car, you'd be like, oh, I can't do that. Because you're thinking about it in the direct way, like, you go out and flip the car. But, even if you yourself couldn't physically do it, you could get a forklift to flip it. But you couldn't go out and buy one. Again, hypothetical situation. I'm saying this because of a multitude of reasons, which you will not get me, because this is hypothetical. I'm not telling you to do this. Don't do this. This is stupid. You'll get in trouble. Well, I can't buy one. Well, you go out and steal one. Right? You could imitate this in Grand Theft Auto. That's how hypothetical this shit is. You know what I mean? That's why I like analyzing shit, though. Because it's fun. And, like, when shit pisses me off, like how I was bitching about the ductwork, it's all in fun. Oh. What are we doing? Where are we going? What missions we got? It's been almost 3 hours. Perfect timing. We should possibly wrap up this part before we continue the story, right? Before we switch, we're going to switch to Franklin, and then we are going to do a wrap-up spiel for part 1 of... Is today Saturday? Saturday stream? And then we're going to continue part 2, exactly where we leave off. Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me write this. Let me write a couple things down. You know what it is? This is I can tell you about this fan fiction idea that I just came up with right now with the joke about Trevor being a Straw Hat Pirate. You could take the characters of Trevor, Michael, and Franklin and throw them into the world of One Piece. Maybe change their ages ever so slightly so they're a bit younger in order to make it to where, like, Trevor will be able to go through for the years that they need to go through without old age taking them out or something like that, right? it sounds fucking crazy, right? But if you break it down, you put them all on an island in East Blue, and you have the Straw Hats go on their adventure. After you have the Straw Hats go on their adventure a little bit, somewhere in the East Blue, either make up an island, you could make it a whole thing, or like a whole an arc that you create that doesn't exist in the world of One Piece. Because you put those characters in there, this is something that is glossed over in the main story, but really exists. Anyway. So you take that, and you have them meet up, and you have them join the Straw Hats crew, and the whole story changes because of their existence in this world. Philosophy. Oh my, okay. So, really quickly, let me write this down. Growing the tribe. Get player and Og the Ogurn and Orc High Culture. Orc High Culture. And you know what's awesome about what you've just said? A couple months back, I would have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Yes, I do, and I'm explaining it right now. I'm explaining it right now for this very reason, because this is so fucking cool about Twitch and the internet in general. A couple months back, I would have no fucking idea what you're talking about right now. But, well, maybe even a couple years back. But because of me adding a mod to XCOM, or talking about it during XCOM, I added a mod for Warhammer 40k, because I know about the memes because of the internet of blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. I know that's a Warhammer meme. I've seen a couple videos that I don't understand without context, to the level that if I watched them now, I would understand, right? But I watched a couple Badger videos about Warhammer 40k stuff, and I watched the Star Test project. But I like, oh wow, this is really good, but I didn't understand. But because of everyone talking about it from my streams, I got curious enough to where I decided to look up Warhammer 40k lore and stuff like that. And now I understand that the orcs used to be the orcs, right? Or something, or morks. They used to be the morks or something like that. And over time, because they got dumber. Over time, they got fucking stupid. And they were like very magical beings. But because of the fact they got so fucking stupid, they became the most dangerous things in the fucking universe, the galaxy, the universe, whatever. Because they have the power to make things real with their thoughts. So, them getting high as a kite and talking is the funniest fucking thing ever, because they could, this is the meme. Orcs are so stupid and so magically powerful that because they believe humans exist, they do. Right? That's like a meme that people who understand the Warhammer 40k shit are like, that's fucking funny. But the people who don't are like, man, this dude's fucking blitzed right now. Speaking of blitzed, Ballroom Blitz, replay mission. I fought the law, and the law lost. If you've never played the Mafia 3 game, very good game. Would recommend the Mafia series. I'm gonna at some point play the Mafia series on stream. Don't know when, on my long list, but we're gonna do a playthrough of those games because those are another series of games that are my favorite. Like, I'm talking too much, and you understand why. Tell me why. Anyways, Google that on YouTube, or YouTube that, a Star Test project. It's a very good video. Oh shit. The Mafia games, Mafia, Grand Theft Auto, and Saints Row are a similar type of genre of game, right? I call them like syndicate sims or criminal simulation games. They allow people to possibly live some of their fantasies that would never become reality, ever, never ever become reality. But like being able to rob a diamond store, you've thought about doing that before, right? Again, hypothetical, don't do this. But it's one of those things of like, you would never do it and don't do it. But like, how would you do it? How would you rob a diamond store? Obviously, there are some people that don't like that mission because of how limited it is, right? You can only do it two ways. I wouldn't do it this way. I would do it this way, or I would do it that way, right? That's kind of one of the reasons why I think I like this game as much as I do as well. Because there's like a secret, you know how some games have like secret numbers that you don't see, right? Like secret statue numbers or something like that. Or status numbers. Anyways. This is a secret scoring system I have for a game and why I rate a game a certain way.
Yeah, likewise, homie.
We hear you're a competent reaper.
What does it make other people... How does it make other people? What are other people's reaction to it, right? Because a game that more people don't like, I don't like as much some of the time, most of the time, whatever. Because sometimes I'll play a game everyone hates and I'll love it.
Why?
Why?
For
because
reasons.
They have things nobody else has, because they can afford it, because frankly, I'm rich enough to do whatever the fuck I want, and you're poor enough not to ask me any goddamn stupid questions. Now, I mean that.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
That's a nice fucking speech about the value of friendship.
And this is what Trevor's thinking right now.
You must be the creepy one.
That's coming from you, please.
Look at the context. Look, the creepy one. And look what he does. Immediately. Look how fucking creepy that is. Fan fiction. What if she liked that? Fucking gross.
We can get a good
That's fucking gross. Right?
Complete the work, you'll all be well paid.
You're late, sugar tits.
And that's why I did that. That right there is why I played and came to the mission as Michael. Because when you come there as
Mr. Weston's research team
Franklin, you see all of it. When you come there as Trevor, you see from when Trevor showed up and what he saw of Franklin interacting with them. And then to that point. That's so cool. That's such cool storytelling. Right? Because it's telling you from a third-person perspective of that character.
And some struggle. Now, are you out of your goddamn mind? This is your
I love that kind of storytelling. Because you're focused on one character's perspective, but this is focused on three characters' perspective. And I like when the more... Not always. There's a certain limit. But when you have like 4 or 5 characters you switch between, it's awesome to write from different perspectives. From my perspective. I apologize for anyone who does not understand and is like, this dude is fucking crazy. I apologize. But for those of you that do understand, this is fun, isn't it? And for those of you that don't understand, do not hesitate to make fun of me. Don't be dicks about it, right? But be like, man, this dude's like, he is crazy. Alright, like, you can't put into words what exactly makes you say that about me. Maybe you can, though. And for the dickheads, this is what I'm going to respond. Like, I will respond, from my perspective, this, you're a dickhead, or this is a dickhead. From my perspective, this is a dickhead. I do want, for anyone who has made it this far, I do want the YouTube comments. Also, this is a hell of a cliffhanger. I almost said hiflanger. Cliffhanger. But we're ending this part right here, right now. So, for those of you that have enjoyed so far, you know what to do if you're watching on YouTube, right? Follow, subscribe to this channel and my main channel. I'm gonna get more editing done and get more videos up on the main channel soon. Soon should be like, I should be getting main videos up before this video comes out on YouTube, if that makes any sense. Anyways, for YouTube watchers, please write a comment. and I will respond to it. Slash marker part 1 done. For those of you that are watching on Twitch, follow and exclamation point Discord to get a link to the Discord, because I forgot yesterday, but I rarely forget to post when I'm going live. Otherwise, you can normally find me from 6 p.m. EST EDT. I live in Ohio. 6 p.m. EST EDT, Friday through Monday. Till next time, take care, and have yourselves a good one. Bye-bye.